Om Gama Ganesha Namah. My friends, this video I have done yesterday in Hindi. Uh, so this is I'm doing in English for the audience, the student who actually want to understand, who doesn't understand Hindi actually, for them actually, the same video. So whoever has seen my yesterday's video, they can skip the video. Although there was small mistake which I have mentioned in the description box, and please go through the description box in the Hindi video. Here I'm trying to correct it. You see, what is here we are talking about a special lagna called Aruda lagna. Aruda basically means mount. Mount in the sense it's a mirror image. In layman language, it means like how the world perceive you, how the world sees you as an individual, how you're perceived as an individual to the to this particular world, and from that perspective, if we see a chart, if we see a chart and analyze, it actually speaks about like the worldly achievements and the worldly gains, and about the the external image of an individual. Now, why it is important, I will explain through two charts. One is of Mr. Narendra Modi and one is of Mr. Rahul Gandhi. Before that, I just want to cite an example, what I actually mean to say. Say, Sachin Tendulkar. Now, we all know Sachin Tendulkar is a great cricketer. He was a famous batsman, and once in a lifetime, we have this type of cricketer. But Sachin will be a different person in his family life. As an individual, he can be a different person altogether. But in the professional world, he is a great Sachin Tendulkar. He's a celebrity. He has got all the runs in his scoreboard. He has got world records. He's a very renowned person throughout the world, very respected, and he has got a wonderful family. He is very rich because of his cricketing thing. He has got everything in his life. Like materialistically, he has got everything in his life. So that is how the world knows Sachin Tendulkar. That is how the world knows, say, an Amitabh Bachchan. That is how the world knows Shah Rukh Khan. But we don't know as a individual they are how they are. The individual is always a Lagna chart, but the perceive, like the world see, when you see a great guy, a celebrity, having all this, the wealth and the the achievements and everything. So you understand this person is going to be a successful person, how he will be projecting himself in this particular life. So that is how actually the this Aruda things comes into play. We try to understand from the outer thing, like about the person image, status from outside, and understand the chart. So for this, there's some rule which I want to tell you. The rule is very simple. It's actually wherever your Lagna Lord is. For example, here, this particular chart is of Arvind Kejriwal ji. Now, all the chart, whichever chart I will be showing you, this the date of birth and the time of birth I have actually collected from PV Narasimha Rao's actually videos. From there, I have collected the birth time and I have made the chart. So definitely he has got the right chart, of course. So it is so based on that, my entire presentation will be. This particular chart is of Mr. Arvind Kejriwal. Here you see the calculation is like that. Wherever the Lagna Lord is from the Lagna, you count the same number of house, whichever house comes, whichever sign comes as the Aruda Lagna, with there are some exceptions. By this I mean, see, this is a Leo Lagna. Here the Lagna Lord is Sun, which has gone to the 12th house. So basically you have to count 12 from Sun, which comes 12 from Sun is basically what? If you count 12 from Sun, it comes in the 11th house. So basically you see AL is mentioned here. AL is mentioned here. So that is the basically the the one which you have to understand, that it is a number of house you repeat from wherever the Lagna Lord is. However, there is an exception. The exception is the Aruda Pada cannot be the Lagna or cannot be the seventh house. So imagine a planet, a person is born with the Lagna Lord in the Lagna itself. In his case, the 10th house will be the Aruda Lagna. And if the second exception is if the the Lagna Lord is in the fourth house of a Lagna chart, then the fourth house itself will be a Aruda Lagna, because from fourth to fourth it's seven. Now seventh it can't be, so it is the fourth only where the the Lagna Aruda Lagna will fall. If the Aruda Pada falls in the seventh house, say imagine a Lagna Lord from the Lagna has gone to the seventh house. So it is a seventh house. If it is a seventh, then what you have to do is you have to count 4 from it, which will fall in the 10th house actually. So then in that case, in that way, like, you can identify the Aruda Lagna. Further, there are two exceptions. If the Lagna is basically of Scorpio, then Jamini Maharishi has considered Ketu and Mars for Scorpio as the co-owner of the Rashi. Similarly, for Aquarius, Jamini Maharishi has considered this particular Aquarius for Rahu as well as Saturn. So if the Lagna Lord is basically Scorpio or Aquarius, you have to see which is more which is stronger out of the two. Like if it is Scorpio, then from Ketu and Mars, and if it is Aquarius, from Rahu and Saturn. So then you have to consider the number of house from that particular, whoever is strong from that, and you have to come to that Aruda Lagna. And lastly, if the Aruda Lagna falls in the 10th house, that I have what you have to do, if you count from 10 to 10, it comes in the 7th house. So 7th can't be, then in that case, from 7th you count again 10, so it is a 4th house. So if the Lagna Lord falls in the 10th house, the Aruda will be in the 4th house. So example, I just want to show you, this is from my chart actually, about the exceptions. So this you have to understand actually about the placement. So this is my chart. I have this exceptions which I am show. So this is my chart. So my Lagna Lord is Shani, who is there in the 10th house. So from 10th to 10th, it comes the Cancer, which can't be. So from Cancer, when you count 10th house, it comes Aries. So you see AL is mentioned here, Aries. So Aries is my Arudha Lagna. Similarly, if you see one more chart, I want to show you. So here, this particular, this lady. So this lady actually, you see, it is Sagittarius Lagna, and Sagittarius is there in the 7th house. So because 7th house can't be from 7th to 7th, it's Lagna only, but Lagna and 7th can't be the Arudapada. So basically from the 7th house, you actually count 4. So it is coming the 10th house. You see, AL is a 10th house. So this is one exception which I was talking about. Secondly, if you see a person let us see one more person. So here you see it is a Capricorn Lagna where the Lagna Lord is in the Lagna itself. Here you see you have to count 10. So you see AL is basically the 10th house, which is Libra. AL is mentioned here. So in that way, I will put this rules in my description box. You please go through that and see the video again. You will understand. So now, why it is so important? Let us understand. So first, we will see the chart of Narendra Modi. Yet again, this details, whichever birth details I'm putting, these are from the video of previous sir, and so I am a very big, you can say a fan of previous sir, and certainly I believe that he has whatever chart he has mentioned, all will be having a corrected birth time. So we see Narendra Modi is basically, just a moment. So this is a chart actually of Narendra Modi. It is Libra. In this particular thing, you see that the Libra, the Lagna Lord has gone to the 11th house. So you have to count 11th from Venus. If you count 11th from Venus, the Aruda Lagna falls in Gemini. Now, you see the chart from Gemini. If we see from the chart from the Gemini, now think about Narendra Modi as an individual. He's a prime minister. Before that, he was a chief minister. He's in power for a very long time. And how he is perceived by the majority. An individual can have different feelings, but from the majority point of view. You see the Gemini, the Aruda Lagna, where the world perceive him. The Lagna Lord, the Aruda Lagna Lord is Mercury, who is basically exalted. It is in Virgo. So Narendra Modi is considered, naturally, he's considered as an exalted person. He has got a tremendous popularity throughout the world, and he's he's so popular. Why he's so popular? What is the reason of his popularity? Why he's winning all the elections? Why is the natural go to the leader? See, good, bad, personal perceptions, personal views about individual, that we are not doing. We are just understanding why he is a prime minister, why, you know, what is the image of Narendra Modi. So we just by understanding the placement of the Aruda Lagna Lord, we are trying to understand. So here we see it is exalted. Similarly, if you go to Rahul Gandhi's chart, in his chart also, Libra is the Lagna Lord. Lagna and the Lord, who is Venus, has fallen in the 10th house. So naturally, from 10th to 10th is the 7th, and from 7th to 10th is the 4th. So 4th, which is the Capricorn, is the Aruda Lagna Pada. Now, when we put up Capricorn as the Aruda Lagna Pada, we are seeing that Shani, the Lagna Lord, the Aruda Lagna Lord, is debilitated in the 4th house. Narendra Modi also 4th house, because 4th house is the house of mass, people, public, nourishment. And Rahul Gandhi is also a public figure. Mass, he's handling mass. Here you are saying that the Aruda Lagna Lord is basically debilitated. And naturally, practically speaking, see, it is, you have to understand practically, the image of Rahul Gandhi actually has suffered a lot. There was media campaigning, and the people public wise, he has got like these images, kind of he's is not that you see at per to Narendra Modi, because his image has actually was some obviously there is a debilitation. So he's not considered as to be a natural leader. People perceive him to be not a typical politician. He has that is the kind of perception the world has got with Rahul Gandhi. Although Rahul Gandhi is a Libra guy, Narendra Modi is a Libra guy. Inside, they're all Libra. They both are Libra. But from the outside, people perceive Narendra Modi as an exalted person, and people perceive Rahul Gandhi as a debilitated person. So, so by just understanding the Aruda Pada, now you can understand why Rahul Gandhi is suffering in an image correction, and why Narendra Modi is being considered as to be like an exalted individual. So, my friends, same thing you apply in anybody's chart, and you see how the impression is coming out from the chart. You will clearly understand that this is how the world perceive him. Whatever he can be inside, but how the world perceive him, and what are the the strength of the Lagna, strength of the other houses will give you an indications, how successful he will be as an individual, or how unsuccessful he can be as an individual as well. So here we see a small example of Narendra Modi and Rahul Gandhi, just to understand, why the image, the status, the image factors are are different for both the individual, although they are both are Libra individuals. So this is the magic of Jamini Jyotish. It is a very basic class, and I'm just putting the rules in my description box. In my Hindi video, there is small mistake I've done because of my flow of I go get into a video and get into a flow. So sometimes it happens. So, but I put in that in the description box, and here I've corrected. So that also I will put in the description box. Any question, kindly do ask me. Thank you very much.